Hello everybody, Dxun and Thraxis here from Gamebreaker Nation, SWTOR Division on Imperial side on the Harbinger server. This is going to be for patch 2.7 that's coming out, when is the exact date? Do you remember?
April 8th.
There you go, and we're going to be talking basically about the Flashpoints, the one on Tython and the one on Korriban. And our impression so far. This again is very early. We don't know exactly how everything's going to end up, but from what we've seen this far, the two flashpoints, well, I give them kudos. It looks great, and obviously we're just hoping for heroic versions of them. If they do that, they'll hit the mark like easily and exceed it. Actually, there is technically 4 flashpoints, but it really is 2 because you're doing the same thing. It's just they're switching the factions around, but it's the same exact map. The bosses are different, but they do the same exact abilities. It's just basically a skin that they change on the boss and bosses, and they do the exact same abilities. So again, it's not really. It doesn't have the feel of you doing 4 different flashpoints. It's more like just 2. One where you're attacking. You're on Tython, and one where you're on Korriban. And depending on which faction you are, you're attacking or you're defending. And again, like I said, it's a really good. I think it's really good. What do you think, Trax?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Mechanics were good. Seems difficulty-wise, it's a little bit higher than what Zerka was, as far as like the tactical story mode goes. That's what I compare them to, is like the Zerka flashpoints. But yeah, they're a little bit more challenging. I think if we get hard modes like we did with the Zerka ones, which I figure we will, those will be some good flashpoints. They'll probably give out a good tier of gear when they make them flashpoints. I think they probably will do a pass on them and release the hard modes in a later patch, maybe in between 2.7 and 2.8 would be my guess. The story also is great. This was really good. It made me feel like we were back in Flashpoints that we're progressing the story of the game, which we haven't had in a while, and I think that's something that's been missing.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on the story. That was good. And I skipped a lot of it. That's the worst part. I think I started at first. I wanted to listen to all of it, and then I started skipping because I didn't want people to like get all the spoilers from the videos. But at the end, I just I had to stop, and it was really good. Also, the HK customization, I think both of them are really great, and they're free from just doing each flashpoint once. And then the vendor has the well, really 2 set. Well, I guess it's yeah 2 sets for one, 2 for each factions. One that's more Republic style, like brownish, and one that's more darker shade of maybe black brownish. And the only difference is really the hood. One is down, one is up. So on each set, and they're buying on
Yeah,
XC, which is great.
yeah. There's some good robes. They're good Jedi Sith-looking robes.
Mm. Yeah, really think that because I'm saying that because I don't know, with the quad drive yard, their set was really it didn't really do anything to me.
It
That
was
makes me
ugly.
want to buy it. But I've also heard that it looks like a PvP set that's been already out. But again, for those that didn't PvP, it's an occasion to get that set, and it looks good. So, I mean, also the mount that we picked up on the one run we did was, I mean, it's not a new design, but it's just a new paint on it with the Republic logo, which looks all right. I like it. But again, it's just a rehash of the Duke or whatever it's called, a Corellisis or whatever. And there's actually several
Yeah,
variants of that mount. Actually, there's more than the 2 I just named. There's like probably 5 or 6 versions of it. I know there's one from the Social Points that looks very similar to that too.
well, that's the that particular mount used to be the model they used in the old PvP vendor, which is now you can't get that anymore, and so they've been bringing it back. But it's a very popular style of mount. They had that one. There's also, I think, that one is also available. That same body style was available in the Zerka one as a very rare drop that you could get in the open world. But I like it because we were on Empire's side fighting the Republic, and the one you got had a Republic paint job. So it's like you stole it from the Republic, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think what they did there is they're trying to make it so that either side, either faction side, if you're on Tython, you have the chance to get that mount. And then I'm thinking what they did is they made the same version but Imperial style on Korriban, and again, both factions can get it because you can either attack or defend depending on what side you are. So I wish we could actually confirm that, but we can't say for sure for yet. But I mean,
Yeah. Also, I like that pet that we got a pet drop, and it was a really neat looking pet.
yep, that I lost. I thought it's on the test center.
No, you got it. I thought.
No. I was actually filming the guy.
Oh, that was the other guy. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. On the stream, I was actually filming him because I wanted it to show it to everybody else, because they were watching the stream, so they probably wanted to see what it looked like. And yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so it looks like all the items they made for these are pretty good. Looks like good designs and stuff. Seem to be getting back to the roots of Star Wars and SWTOR.
Yep, and what I'm hoping actually they're gonna do is like once they release the next part of the Flashpoints, then they release the heroic version of the first one. If they do that, that'll be amazing because then you'll always have something to do, and then you'll have to go back to what you already had done because you're gonna want to do the heroic style stuff. The last boss also drops 69 epic loot, and then the rest of the boss drops the 66 blues and level 53 earrings and all that stuff. So
Yeah, gear wise, I think it's on par with what Zerka's dropping right now.
yeah, there was no drops beside that. Like mobs did not drop anything, so that's another thing to take into consideration. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we got a recovered relic drop, which is their little currency for the pieces for those robes. So those maybe happen randomly, kind of like what happens in the Kawat drive yards with the KD kits.
Yep, and they are not buying on anything, so you can actually, if you have multiple characters, you can actually get 2 or 3, and then trade them to another character who has 2 or 3, and then you can actually buy several pieces. But it doesn't matter anyway because the pieces you buy are bound on legacy. It's only like if you have one on one tune and one on the other, and you want to buy something that has that takes 2, then obviously you can't buy anything that way, so you have to trade it to the other, and then you can actually buy whatever you needed. So.
But yeah, all in all, 2 thumbs up for the new Flashpoints.
Yep. Anyways, so if you're interested in Gamebreaker Nation, you can actually check us out at gamebreakernation.com, and you can apply within. We also do different games as well. We are starting our Elder Scrolls Online guild. Soon we'll have a WoW Star as well. We have a WoW guild, and actually several WoW guild, or an Alliance on North America, and we also have, I believe it's Alliance on Europe, and they're trying to work out on one or the other anyway. Several guilds anyway. So if you're that type of guy that likes to play several MMOs and you don't want to be starting from scratch to get a guild every time, well, Gamebreaker Nation might be for you. And if you're looking for SWTOR in particular, then we definitely need people, officers. We need event planners. If you want to lead operations or PvP, again, plenty of seats available to fill our needs. We're just starting. We just want to get bigger and bigger. So. Also, we have our stream going at DXUN54, and we also have another stream for the actual, the bigger picture for Gamebreaker Nation as well. So again, plenty. If you're a streamer as well, we need some. So you're more than welcome to join us. And